There is a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms over portions of east central and southeast Missouri, western and central Kentucky, southern Illinois and Indiana, southwest Ohio, northwest Tennessee, and northeast Arkansas. Summary: a regional outbreak of severe thunderstorms is likely from this afternoon into tonight across parts of the mid-Mississippi, Ohio, and Tennessee valleys. This will include intense supercells associated with tornadoes, large hail, and wind damage. Several strong tornadoes are expected, and a long-track high-end tornado will be possible. From this evening into the overnight hours, a bowing line segment is expected to form with the potential for tornadoes and damaging winds, some possibly greater than 75 miles per hour. Mid-Mississippi and Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley region. As an upper-level low near the Minnesota-North Dakota border shifts east today, a mid-level jet streak will move from the plains into the mid-Mississippi Valley. A surface cold front will move east across the Great Lakes, Midwest, and Ohio-Tennessee Valley region this afternoon and tonight. An expansive warm moist sector will destabilize during the day, setting the stage for a regional severe weather outbreak this afternoon and tonight. Scattered severe thunderstorms with a history of large hail were ongoing around 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time from northeast Arkansas into eastern Kentucky. Clusters of severe storms, including supercells, will continue moving northeast within this corridor through at least the early afternoon hours. The eventual longevity of these storms remains uncertain. However, downstream diurnal destabilization could allow storms with a severe hail wind threat to move into West Virginia, western Virginia this afternoon. In the wake of these morning storms, destabilization will occur as a warm front lifts north with strong instability, MLK in excess of 2,500 J/kg, developing from portions of eastern Missouri east into the Ohio-Tennessee Valley region, and south in advance of the front into eastern Texas. The presence of strong mid-level flow will contribute to deep layer shear averaging 50 knots or higher across a large area. Vigorous redevelopment of severe storms is expected by early afternoon across southern eastern Missouri as height falls overspread the area. More isolated development is expected southward along the cold front towards 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Initial storm development will strongly favor supercell storm mode with all severe hazards possible, including the potential for strong tornadoes across the moderate enhanced risk areas where low-level shear will be strongest. Large to very large hail will also be possible with mature supercells this afternoon through early evening. As storms continue moving east across the Ohio-Tennessee Valley region, eventual upscale growth into multiple bowing segments is expected. The tornado threat will continue, especially with quasi-linear convective system circulations, and significant severe gusts will also be possible. ARKLATEX/Lower Mississippi Valley. Warm mid-level temperatures will tend to delay thunderstorm initiation along the southward trailing cold front into northeast Texas until later in the day. However, at least isolated development is expected between 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time and 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. MLK in excess of 3,000 J/kg and 45 to 55 knots of deep layer shear oriented favorably relative to the front suggests a supercell mode with large to very large hail along with damaging gusts. Although weaker low-level shear will be present in this area, some potential for a tornado will exist with any mature supercell. With time, storms may increase in coverage and begin to cluster in an environment favorable for a continued severe wind-hail threat. Portions of the mid-Atlantic/northern Delmarva Peninsula. As the southern portion of the long-lived MCS over Pennsylvania and New York continues moving east-southeast today, the potential will exist for redevelopment of organized storms including supercells over portions of southeast Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and the northern Delmarva Peninsula. With moderate west-northwest flow in place to the east of the upper-level ridge, RAP/HROR forecast soundings depict sufficient deep shear and moderate instability for a severe hail and wind risk. Some consideration was given for higher severe probabilities in this area. However, uncertainty remains on the location of a corridor of greater risk. People in these areas should monitor the weather situation closely and be ready to take the appropriate severe weather actions with the risk of large supercell storms that could produce very strong tornadoes today. Skywarn spotter groups, professional storm chasers and emergency management personnel across all severe weather risk areas, especially the moderate risk area, should prepare for severe weather operations today and tonight. This severe weather summary is from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma, with concluding words from Weather Rampage WX.